Today we're going to be reacting to XLOV's new music video and dance performance video for Serve. I'm super excited. I've seen a few of their other music videos. I'm a big fan of their overall concept and just the way that they move in general. So I'm super excited to get into it. I know there's some Vogue involved. I've seen a few snippets from the album rollout. I think it was clips from the duo song with Wamuti and Rui. But I have not seen this one in full yet, so I'm super excited to get into it. Before we start, I just want to give a little bit of an introduction. If you don't know me, my name is Gravity Juicy Couture Jacobs. I am a member of the Kiki House of Juicy Couture and the Mainstream House of Marc Jacobs. I have been a member of Ballroom for 10 years, and I am a choreographer and teacher who has traveled around the world. And one of my passions is really making sure that Vogue is fairly and accurately represented in the mainstream. It's something that gets used a lot, whether it's in American pop or in K-pop, but very often you do not see accurate or faithful representations of the art of Vogue and of ballroom. So I'm really excited to get into this. I've heard great things about it. So yeah, let's get started with the music video, and then I'll watch the dance performance practice afterwards. Their aesthetic is always good. I love like the glamour grunge of it all. Already. They're so like soft and flowy. It's a little bit of hands already. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have to, oh my God, gorgeous. I have to pause to talk about that chorus choreo. Oh my God. So I literally, first of all, so good. The use of like soft Vogue femme here is such a perfect match with the song. I feel like so often you see kind of the concept comes first with Vogue, do you know what I mean? Where they're like, we're gonna do a Vogue song. And then it's like a house sample with a crash, and then they kind of shoehorn the choreography into there. Here, it feels the complete opposite, right? It just melds so well with the music. Like it makes sense to do these movements to this type of song, but it's not a very obvious Vogue reference, right? You could choreograph to this song with absolutely no Vogue references at all. So it's really interesting. And the result of it is that it looks super natural. It looks so flowy. The choreo looks really good on their bodies. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, they look like they know what they're doing. All of those sort of hand moments, the D, 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 it's so like soft, and the articulation through the fingers is really good. Something I think you see a lot, especially with people who are not as experienced with Vogue, is that they'll sort of go one of two wrong directions. They'll either have their entire hand be super floppy and not have any control at all, or they'll be really stiff and it loses some of that sort of femininity and the fluidity. But this was such a good mix of it. I also really like the way that they kind of are hinting at a catwalk without doing necessarily an entire catwalk, but they have all the fundamentals of those hips and the level and that rocking back and forth. It's super subtle. It's very soft. And it's very like demure. I don't really know how else to say it. It's like very kind of polite Vogue, but it's really good. And God, it's just like, I don't know who, I really desperately want to know who choreographed this. I tried to do some research, but it's tough to do sort of research on it without spoiling too much for myself, but I could not find anywhere who choreographed this. I looked for the usual suspects and I couldn't find it. If anyone knows, please let me know. And as soon as I find out, I will credit them in the description, because this is really well done choreography. And they are all dancing it really well. So let's keep watching. Sorry, this freeze frame is... so pretty. Just like the tiny little styling movement direction choices are so good. Reprise, beautiful. Choreo is so good, they had to do it twice. Absolutely. I love that. That's not easy. Wow, this lighting is really gorgeous. Wow. Of course, why not, right? Sorry to all the cover groups. So good. The song is really good too. This shot is just so gorgeous. Oh my god. Just like what the my god, it's really good. Like, the aesthetics of the music video are obviously everything. The styling, everything works together. And I really do want to highlight again that it's like, this is not an obvious Vogue beat. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I think on the other song there is like a section that is very heavily like, there's crashes and I think like some Brazilian funk vocals and stuff, but this is very peeled back, and they've matched that vibe really, really well with this sort of soft Vogue femme hands-centric choreography. It's very much something that I would do. So again, I need to know who choreographed this because it's really good. It's not me. This is not like an Easter egg. It is not me. But let's get into the dance performance video, and then I'll share more of my thoughts afterwards because I just want to get a little bit more of a close-up on the actual movement as opposed to all the styling as well. Extension. Wow. That's so pretty. The hands are really intricate. It's not gonna be easy. Here we go. Even better when I can just, wow. We'll keep going, but everything is so, the best word I have to describe is milky, which sounds weird if you're not a dancer, but what I mean by that is nothing is like harsh stops, right? There's so much fluidity, but it's also not samey in terms of texture. Like, there's texture shifts, but it's like oozy, like shifting, but you're still moving the entire time. There's no hard stops, and that's what's creating this super like effortless feeling. Even though this choreo is fast and difficult and intricate, it's coming across as effortless and like breathy because it's flowing throughout because it has this sort of milky quality to it. And it's really very hard to, it's one thing to do hard choreo, it's another thing to make it look easy. So it's super, super impressive. That's a cool little, oh my God, gorgeous. Okay, and a full catwalk moment. I really liked that. It was actually like, I would say, I could nitpick. I think maybe they could have been a little bit lower in the hip on the main thing, but I really love that level change that happened there. It looked really, really kind of natural with the push as well, and having that sort of shifting level really, really helps sell that catwalk. There's also probably a factor of big shoe makes it hard to catwalk from personal experience. So really, really good job on that. I really like how, again, flowy that seemed, and the base technique of it was very good. Yeah. I mean, I can nitpick things, but it really was good. Like, that was a very, very passable catwalk. That sounds like shade, but I really mean it. I'm impressed. I'm just also, I'm me, so I'm always gonna judge. Uh, the finger articulation is so good here. You notice it's not here, like the that like tiny, tiny little detail does everything to really sell that picture. And it's so difficult to do that and make it look good. And I will honestly say, like, the background dancers are all very talented, but the fact that they are still pulling focus, the group is, because they're executing this choreo at such a high level, is really, really impressive. That little shimmy. Uh, Cute. This stunt is crazy. Uh, okay. I'm not mad at that dip. Head could be 2 inches further back, but again, cute. Really like that. Beautiful. That read super well. Little duck walk moment. That was very cute. The blocking is really, really good. Okay. Love. It's so good. My God. We've literally, I've been waiting for this. Like, ever since I saw them, I knew that they could do something like this. Now, obviously, I would love to be involved in that, but they pulled it off better than I could have ever imagined. My God. Again, just like the little details are really what makes the difference here. If you watch the way that their fingers are articulating the movements, it really is key to the whole choreo. And if you're someone who's trying to learn this choreo at home, really, really pay attention to the looseness and the fluidity and the extension of those fingers, because the way they're doing it is incredible. I really, really love how they did it. They had pretty much every single element of Vogue in here, but it's not explicitly a Vogue choreo. And what I mean by that is it's like it's not trying to very heavily reference kind of the aesthetics, like the visual aesthetics of ballroom, in order to sell the fact that it is Vogue choreo. It is Vogue choreo because they are voguing well. And so often I think artists and groups, they rely heavily on these sort of visual markers or these audio markers even to sell the vibe of ballroom and Vogue without having sort of the necessarily high skill level to actually execute interesting and innovative Vogue choreography. And that was very much not what we saw here, right? We have high level choreography, high level understanding of these elements and execution of them. that doesn't necessarily rely on these heavy sort of aesthetic indicators in order to sell the style. So impressed. I'm honestly so glad that they went this direction. I hope they continue to sort of develop their interest and their skills in Vogue because they very clearly have it. And it seems like such a good fit for them. Obviously, I would love to be involved if you're watching this. But regardless, obviously, whoever you're working with is also incredible. So keep working with them. It's okay. But no, honestly, so incredible. This was such a treasure to watch, and I'm so glad that they are getting the acclaim that they have already gotten. They deserve a million times more, and I hope more people in the States start taking notes because at this point, the ball is in our court. Incredible, 10 out of 10. Very last note, I think I will be probably releasing like a little bit of a tutorial on the choreo from the chorus. I'll have to learn it myself, and obviously it's not going to be exact because I'm not the one who choreographed it, so I'm just learning it as best as I can off video with what I know and my years of experience. But if you are looking to do this dance at home, I also highly encourage you to check out and see if there's any Vogue classes near you so you can get an understanding of the basics and the elements. If you live in a major metropolitan area, there will possibly be. And if you don't, you're welcome to take my classes online. Little plug, for YouTube members, I actually post a full-length tutorial every single month of choreo and drills, and there's a backlog of basically a year and a half at this point of monthly videos that you can catch up on if you've missed them. And I also have a bunch of free content as well, so you're welcome to look at that here in the shorts, and in my full length, I have a full length sort of series on elements as well that is a few years old, but still the information is the information. So I really highly recommend that you sort of ground yourself in the fundamentals before trying to learn the choreo of this, just because it is really going to help you in the long run, and in terms of execution and being able to accurately represent those moves, it'll really help you. So there's my little plug, but again, love this video. Thank you so much. If you have any others that you want to recommend me to check out, I'm always down to do more reactions in the future, and have a great day.